if someone's coming to you and they're sitting down with you, like you and I are having a conversation, and they say, "Hey, Bruce, I really do want to fast, but I'm not sure where to start." What would you say?
Yeah, fundamentally, I encourage people honestly to pray and say, let God guide you, and the Holy Spirit can really guide you into what you should fast from. I would say I encourage folks to not. Some people are just full of zeal, which is awesome. Please don't, slow down your zeal. But sometimes in zeal, you can try too much.
Yeah.
And try to fast from, all food
for 40 days. Yeah.
And then you fail, and then you feel guilty. And so, especially if you're beginning, I would say make a small beginning. You can always add more. I have folks in the middle of 21 days who say, I'm going to actually increase my fast or add to it. Well, that's great. But I would encourage you to do something rather than nothing.
Yes.
I find some people have a hard time making a decision. It's very common. And so they think, I'm not sure what to fast from. And then 21 days starts and you end up fasting from nothing.
Right.
Because you couldn't quite decide. So I would say, even if it's not clear to you, like, oh, God's made it so clear, do something.
Yeah.
Make some beginning. I think, some other dangers to avoid are trying to do something for show.
Yeah.
You don't want to show other people, look how spiritual I am. I'm fasting from whatever it might be.
Well, Jesus got on the Pharisees for look how gaunt they are from fasting,
And there's a misnomer there that Jesus teaching about secrecy, so to speak, in the Sermon on the Mount is really not about secrecy, but show.
Yeah.
And so it's not that don't tell anyone you're fasting from coffee.
Yeah.
But no, it's okay to let people know, hey, I'm not having coffee right now, I'm fasting. That's okay. What's not okay is if in your heart you're saying, I'm sorry, I'm not fasting from coffee because I'm really super spiritual, and I want you to know how spiritual I am that I'm not having coffee.
Yes.
And so only it's actually more difficult than not talking about it because it's in your soul and it's between you and God to wrestle with, am I fasting for the Lord in humility, or am I fasting in pride for spiritual show?
Yeah.